Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I accidentally took a week off streaming. Sorry about that, but I'm back, and I do remember exactly what I was doing in Baldur's Gate, because that week of accidental vacation did not in fact include Baldur's Gate. I am not going to get into the details of exactly what happened with my inadvertent vacation, mostly because it makes me incandescently angry, and that is no state to stream in. So, as it goes, I am still in the vault here of Sorceress Sundries, and I had one more school of magic to be exploring. So that is what I intend to get myself up to. Please, as usual, pay no attention to the concerning hit points on everyone. It's fine. Everything's fine. Do I intend to stab in face? My face has been thoroughly stabbed. I'm hoping to avoid any more stabbings until I've had a long rest, but there's still a lot of things to do before I can long rest. Also, welcome back, Sierra Lad. It is very nice to see you, even if I cannot offer you the violence that you crave. Okay, now let's see. I checked evocation and abjuration according to my notes. And according to the map, this one right here goes back the way I came, so that leaves transmutation. So we just find the transmutation door. There it is. Yeah, Asterion is really feeling things right now. Oh. Okay, illusion went back here. Interesting. Now is that transmutation? Transmutation went back here. So where does illusion go? Well, you know what? That's disappointing, especially since I never actually found the djinn. Gonna play a game, we'll listen to you, try not to backseat. Playing Deltarune, a game notes for not requiring violence. Sierra Lad, it's like I don't even know you anymore. Okay, well, I'm very disappointed at not finding the djinn, but when it comes down to it, I did not need the djinn. I just thought it might be fun to, you know, be like, no, I don't want wishes. I just, you know, didn't want you to be in the lamp anymore. But, because this whole playthrough has been like, I wish you, person I am associating with, to have your personal freedoms, and only your personal freedoms. Me give you orders? No. And letting people run their own cutscenes, you know. But yeah, it is also a little disappointing that this upper balcony doesn't actually exist. It's just a pretty visual. It's a great sadness to my heart. But yeah, definitely no luck finding a lamp full of genie. As I thought for sure it would be over here somewhere, but I checked everywhere and it's not here. Unless the fake wall area has a fake wall area. Why is the ceiling raining dust? Should I be concerned? Nope. I do appreciate that L keeps his exercise ball down here, though. That's where everybody stores their exercise ball, in the basement. And yes, I know it's just the angle that you see that particular table from, but I still like to make that joke, so there. But yeah, there was only the one fake wall. I have been into both vaults. I don't think there's any reason to still be down here. So, just in case something is waiting for me upstairs, let's save before sneaking our way through this portal. Now, I was very careful to close the door. Yes, okay. Everybody into the corner. Good enough. Okay, Asterion, if you would step out the door, please. Do-do-do. Lae'zel, you'd better get used to sneaking, because that is really all I do. Yeah, just lurk around over there if you would.
Yes.
Do-do-do-do-do. The remarkable part is that nobody has noticed this door opening and closing all the time. Okay, everybody back together, yes? Well, actually, no, but everybody grouped? Alright, back together, and unsneak everyone. Yes, well done, okay.
These boots have seen everything.
Time to leave.
Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time.
What the? Wait a minute.
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just
sus.
enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. There's a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium?
Oh, a vault with your name on it, which was interesting. We found the Annals of Karsus. It proved an enlightening read. You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well. Oh, nothing in particular. Some charms here, some potions there. Or we know how Karsus made his crown, and Gale's going to reforge it. Now, here's the thing, like, I don't know whether or not this is misplaced, but I personally like Elminster. Despite the fact that he, turned one of my companions into a walking time bomb. But, I've met him twice! Ha ha! Actually, we're not going to count the times that I met Elminster in the previous Baldur's Gate games, because I actually lost track. You know what? Let's tell him you met the actual ish. Oh, that person. Congratulations. I'm guessing that you met them in the US, because I don't think they've ever come to Canada. He is? Good Lord! I am ill-informed and uneducated. And please don't make that a sound clip of me. You know what, let's tell him we found the Annals of Karsus.
So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself.
Eponymous?
Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mistra knows you defied her, Gale. Of course she knows. She's Mistra.
We didn't defy
She
her.
bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Okay, just because I didn't take Gale on that particular fight that I thought would be with the Elder Brain, and which turned out to not be with the Elder Brain whatsoever, does not mean that Gale defied Mistra. Told me there were Kender and Toril, which made both the DMs I was with there recoil in horror. I'm, how you say, quite adept at playing Kender. Oh, I see. I mean, I haven't read the stat block we'll call it a stat block, just make it. I haven't read that in quite a long time, but what I do remember indicates, yeah, I can see it. You should meet her, Gale. She might be able to help us. You really think Mistra will be willing to hear Gale out? Mistra's done Gale enough harm. We don't owe her anything. Sounds good to me. Gale can tell her exactly what's coming when we get our hands on the crown. Or stay silent. Oh, this is actually a tricky one. Now, most of the time, actually all of the time so far, I have let the characters drive their own story. The only problem is that Elminster directed that at me. The invitation was to Gale, though. Now the thing is, like, she has extended the invitation and made the appointment, so to speak. So the second one, you really think Mistra will be willing to hear him out? Is she wants him there for a reason. One hopes it's to hear his side, but Kender are great. They're like your average 5-year-old on pixie sticks and possessed of an uncanny ability to find lost items, whilst also being quite fearless. Yeah, that's pretty much what I remembered. Also, are they the really tall ones, or have I got them mixed up with hobgoblins again? I keep getting various things mixed up with hobgoblins. It's a terrible failing of mine. Halfling sized. Okay, I got them mixed up with hobgoblins again. I do not know why I keep getting hobgoblins crossed with all other races that I think of. I want to encourage him to meet her, but I think as I've started, so continue. We should let Gale drive his own scene. I will stay silent. Gale, how do you respond to this invitation?
Mistra's willing to speak to me again? Was this your doing, Elminster?
Don't be an ass.
She knows what I see in you, just as I know what she sees in you. I was not born an old man. I know all too well what it's like to have a goddess fill your heart with longing.
This is exactly why I will not get in a relationship with Gale.
It's like gazing into a mirror that shows centuries long past.
The past is the past, Elminster. And the future is, well, still to be decided. By me. Not by Mistra.
If there is another way, I trust you can find it. It is not in your nature, or mine, to stop looking, to accept the first answer to any dilemma. Do what you can. Put that mind to work. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
You know, I appreciate Elminster in this game. This is the way that you write a meddling old wizard. This is the way you do it. Alright, Gale, right here on the doorstep where Elle can probably hear us. Let's have this out.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
Oh, poor Asterion. Oh dear. His dark circles have got dark circles. What do you think she wants to say? She's scared of you. You're one step closer to being able to challenge her. How could she possibly know we read a book? Hasn't she got more important things to worry about? Or, are you sure you want to go to her? She might want to punish you. None of these answers are quite right, so I'm going to go with the most neutral one that there is available here. What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, you can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
Ah, there's the wizard speaking. I agree. It's time we headed for the Stormshore Tabernacle. Why bother? It's obvious she's just annoyed you read the book. Not yet, but soon. I'm not 100% sure where the Stormshore Tabernacle is. But I do have to poke around the city a bunch more, so let's see if we can find it. It's time we headed for the Tabernacle, while you're in my party.
After you.
Man, I'm glad this man still likes me. This would be a lot worse if he were, you know, sort of iffy about me the way that Asterion keeps being. You know, I have indulged Asterion in everything that he wants, but does he like me? No! And this is why he's been relegated to annoying little brother. Okay, let's see here. Unlock the ancient tome. Master the necromancy of Thay. We read the Karathite Codex and now have the knowledge to finish the necromancy of Thay. I have no intention of doing that. You know, Asterion took that book. It is his problem now. It is not mine. I'm not having anything more to do with it. Maybe Asterion would like you more if he's... Actually, he doesn't seem to be as into the stabbing as he is into the skullduggery. If I lied to more people, if I was more selfish in a way that he approves of. Okay, Wizard of Waterdeep. Meet with Mistra in the Stormshore Tabernacle. Elminster knew that we'd discovered the secret to forging the crown of Karsus and came to deliver a final summons from Mistra. Gale needs you to go to her shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle, where she will at last grant him an audience. I mean, of all the people that I have in my party, you know, companion characters that I didn't, shall we say, murder in cold blood for being evil, I think Lae'zel is actually the one who wants me to stab more faces. But that's just my judgment. Okay, let's see here. Got a pip over here for finding the Diabolist. I don't care about that. Cazadors, we are definitely not doing that today. We are doing that after a long rest. And after I've chosen... Oh, it's right over here. Okay, so that's the place to go. Just let him bite people a lot and say... I do let him bite people a lot. I do actually let him bite people a lot. So that's the tabernacle over there. There's the Hag Survivor group over here. I'm concerned that that one's going to be a fight of some sort because, you know, people who've been dealing with hags generally have some, shall we say, lingering side effects. There is the Investigating the Blushing Mermaid. Oh yes, visit Omalum at the Society of Brilliance. I do definitely want to do that, and I think I actually want to do that before the conversation with Mistra. So let's go over here.
Can't you feel it?
Feel what exactly?
And then run south.
It's like a tingle in my spine I can't shake.
Okay.
You sure it's not a trapped nerve?
What the... Grumpo Daggles?
Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur.
Okay, I'm curious. We're going to take a slight side detour. Hi,
You
Grumpo.
trying to get in too? I waited half a day and got nowhere. I gave up.
I was queuing with the others and then I started feeling wrong. No thanks.
Oh.
So you stopped queuing because you felt funny?
Interesting.
I mean, yes, mostly.
Wasn't this... Yeah, this was Figaro's place.
A moment longer. Felt like I was going to faint.
Fair enough. And they'd probably chuck you in the river if you did.
Oh, it's this line that they're talking about, not that one.
Probably.
Okay. We're not gonna...
Unless...
I love seeing those fallen stormtroopers, though.
Gale. Perhaps operation suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. Weave is served best with a dash of elegance.
Now, this is the right place. Now, the question becomes, where is the door? If we just keep running around the building, eventually we'll find the door, right? I definitely don't see a door on that side of the building. Let's try the other way. There's gotta be a door. Wait. Is that the door? Signpost.
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
Yes, I've got the correct building. I can look in their mailbox. Peer review. And you're not wanted here. Oh, fascinating. Okay. We are pleased to inform you that your thesis on the study of the representation of deep gnomes in mid-century Drow literature has been approved for publication pending the below changes. The Society of Brilliance. 36 pages of annotations follow. Oh, it's just like our peer review. Oh, look at that. They think they're a university. Okay, you're not wanted here. I don't know what you think gives you the right to set up shop in our fine city, but Baldur's Gate doesn't want you here. Go back to the Underdark or the Absolute or wherever it is you come from and stop bringing your mind flayer nonsense into our city. Oh, they know Omaloom's here. They do. Somebody does. Fascinating. Okay. Save. And fling open the doors like I belong here, because I do. What do you mean it's a different kind of brilliance than what a bard offers? Dr. Moorcombe? Havkalag! Okay, well, let's start with the doctor. You know, if I can... Hello, doctor?
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see.
Have you been huffing them? You seem a little affected.
Those myconid spores don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them.
Oh, he has
so
been
quickly.
huffing them. And we're just gonna take a quick moment here. Oh, hello, new bot. Goodbye, new bot. There we go. Okay, so the doctor has a thing for huffing myconid spores. Okay, Havkalag.
Ah, a surface dweller. You
Hi.
find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance.
I find your scales
Tell me,
fascinating.
what can the Society do for you?
What can I do for you? I met an expeditioner claiming to work for you. She sought a Githyanki egg. I'd like to become a member. I met two of your researchers in the Underdark, Blurg and Omaloom. The Society of Brilliance looks like a library to me. Or leave. Oh, number 1 and number 3 are both correct. But which one? That is the tricky part. Man, I really want to be able to ask both, but I'm gonna start with, I met Blurg in Omaloom.
A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
Thank you. I also want to ask about the lady seeking the Githyanki egg that I refused to provide.
Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. Once the dust
Thank
has settled on
goodness.
this whole invading army mess outside the walls, I'll find another contractor. Perhaps they will have more success. Was there anything else? I should really get back to my research.
You really shouldn't be admitting such things right in front of the Gith. Alright, nothing else.
Feel free to explore the lodge. Our knowledge is here for the common good, after all.
Oh, why you gotta say it like that? Oh, you sound super creepy when you say it like that, and I know you're supposed to.
Brilliant and extremely attractive.
So your escape from the Iron Throne was a narrow one.
Lario?
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
You have an incredibly cute face. Okay, upstairs. I do believe our friend is just standing in the middle of the hallway. Delverden!
Why can't a man be passionate about... So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace. Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
That is an idea. Okay, some sort of bedroom with an intriguing ladder. I'm gonna have to check that out in a bit. But I came here to see Omelum. And Blurg. But mostly Omelum. Alright. Hi!
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected.
Haha. I would never have left you behind. I rather like you. Why were you down there in the first place? Hard for you to reward me from the bottom of the ocean. Or I'd no idea your expectations of me were so low, Omelum. It's the first or the second, but which one am I feeling tonight? Also, he keeps going through doors. That's getting really distracting. You know what? Why were you down there in the first place?
My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illicit interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival.
Yeah.
I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed in the Underdark. I am grateful that you were spared such a merciless fate.
Okay, would never have left you behind. I rather like you. Gratitude won't keep a roof over my head. Oh, as if I've ever had a roof. Or what will you do now? Well, you know, I did go to some considerable difficulty to rescue Omelum. I would never have left you behind. I kind of like you. Much better than the other one, actually.
I too feel some warmth at your presence. Your inclination to generosity is an admirable quality, one I wish to reciprocate. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
Oh, okay. You receive Omelum's boon. Okay, with 5 items in it? That's more items than party members. Thank you. I'm just gonna... even looking.
It is best I do not interfere further with events on the surface. I will return to my research. It has been neglected long enough.
Okay. Well, Blurg?
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening.
The way all these guys talk, my goodness. Bravery is no bad thing. In fact, your research could be invaluable for my cause. You should stick to reading books. It's much safer. Oh no, have you ever heard of getting a paper cut on a paper cut? I have, because I've done it. Have you anything to trade or leave? You know what? Your research could be invaluable to my cause.
If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter.
Intimately.
I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on.
I disagree with how you pronounce that Mind Flayer's name. It's very rare that a Mind Flayer has a name, and I feel like it should be pronounced how it's spelled, darn it. Alright, have you anything to trade? Let's see here. An incredible amount of gold. Bone Chill, Color Spray, Cone of Cold, Scroll of Dark Vision, Dimension Door, Globe of Invulnerability, Hold Monster, Invisibility, Auto's Irresistible Dance, Remove Curse, Revivify, some rather unremarkable weaponry, Melf's First Staff. In spite of, or perhaps because of, his suspiciously amusing name, the wizard Melf was actually quite a talented spellcaster and innovator in the field of the arcane. He even led an order called the Knights of Luna. Oh, Melf's minute minions. I love them so. But anyway, setting that aside, let's see here. +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. You also get Acid Arrow. Huh. A little underwhelming, but it is only a green. Let's see here. A Circlet of Blasting, which gives one Scorching Ray. Delicate Circlet grants its wearer the ability to cast the Scorching Ray spell. Okay. Lifebringer. Life Charger. When the wearer gains lightning charges, they also gain 3 temporary hit points. Huh. Lightning is like magic, you're the Sparkstruck once said. And what is magic but life itself? You know, there's a lot of these lightning items kicking around this game. Do you think they want me to use lightning? Let's see. Sunwalker's Gift. The wearer can see in the dark up to 12 meters. The ring's arcane jewel parts all but the darkest of shadows. Cinder Shoes. Whenever you burn an enemy, you gain 2 turns of heat. Despite the many scorch marks, these leather boots are somehow still supple and intact. And a Psychic Spark. Psychic Missiles. Shoot an additional dart whenever you cast Magic Missile, and it gives you the Magic Missile spell. Huh. Every gem hanging from this necklace is warm to the touch, as if waiting to ignite. Somebody reflavored a necklace of fireballs. Oh, look at that. It's a magnifying glass. Oh, that gives me flashbacks to Divinity. Larian's previous games, Divinity Original Sin and Original Sin 2, you could identify items if you had the appropriate lore skill and possessed a magnifying glass. I have no idea and also very much doubt that the magnifying glass in this game has any use, but it still warms my soul to see it here. Poison Spore, Putrefied Tumor, and for some reason a painting that I think I probably sold to him. Probably. Also a crystalline lens, which is an ingredient towards an elixir of dark vision of all things. Okay. On hags, on... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's stuff that I sold to him there. It's remarkable that they remember it even though he's in a different map entirely now. Well, none of these items excite me enough to actually buy them, but, you know, it was nice finding the magnifying glass, and it was very appropriate to find it on Blur, in Blurg's shop, of all places. It's nice talking to you, Blurg. Okay, let's have a look at what is in this pouch that we were just handed. Where is this pouch that we were just handed? Hold on a minute. Where... I've misplaced it somewhere. Also, why... What on earth? Okay, I'm gonna send those to camp. I'm very confused. Where the heck did that pouch end up? It's gotta be in here somewhere. Did I have a hole that I didn't know about? There it is. Oh, right, because there was a scroll there and I used it. Okay. Cancel the panic. The panic is over. I found the pouch. Potion of Supreme Healing. Scroll of Dimension Door. Wizardbane Oil. Scroll of Sunbeam. And a Fungal Bamboozler. Alright. Alright. I am not unhappy about that. Okay, let's sort so that that doesn't happen again. And actually, let's take the empty pouch and send that to camp. Yeah. I mean, it was not the most spectacular of prizes, we're gonna have to admit that, but I never expected to find Omalum down there at all. So the very fact that he's alive to thank me is pretty cool. The pronunciation of common for monstrous species, a guide for pedagogues. We're gonna read the book. A guide for teachers on the most effective ways to teach the pronunciation of common to monstrous species. Contents: Introduction, a methodical approach to the acquisition of oral fluency. Chapter 1, Basic Rules of Phonics. Omalum, my goodness, oh. You're so resonant, directly into my ear. Oh my. Chapter 2, Vowels. Chapter 3, Combining Consonants. Chapter 4, Practice Exercises. Chapter 5, Further Guidance. Chapter 6, Species-Specific Challenges. Oh please, I want to read Chapter 6. Why won't you let me? Darn it. On the Origins of Evil. A Study of Orcs. A person I haven't spoken to yet. Lime Leech. Why do so many of these people's parents hate them?
Once I publish my paper, proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make Gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
You keep dreaming. You keep dreaming big. Yep. Rich clock. It will apparently it will upset people if I touch the rich clock. That makes me sad, but I can read a study of orcs. A curiously passionate collection of research notes about orcs. Oh, ors! I thought it said orcs! Of most surprise to me is the above-grounder's enthusiasm for gold and silver. Such metals have neither the practical benefits of mithril nor the astonishing properties of Hizagkur, and yet are coveted as if they were the output of Moradin's own forge. Either the above-grounders are deluded or they're onto something. Only one way to find out. I've acquired some samples for testing. For now, these are stored in a private room, but should they prove to be as valuable as the denizens of the world above would have us think, I suppose I shall have to transfer them to an even more secure location. I thought that was about orcs. I sincerely was reading that as a C. On the origins of evil.
Let's see what this does.
So, Gale, you laid with a goddess. You must have some sordid tales to tell.
Asterion?
Sordid? I lay with the mother of magic herself. What we had was transcendent, euphoric, incandescent, not sordid.
You actually made sleeping with a goddess sound boring. Incredible.
So, your escape from the Iron Throne was a narrow one.
Oh, Asterion.
I find I know.
Devils, demons, mind flayers, drow, Githyanki. What do such creatures have in common? Well, it's not the capitalization because it's very inconsistent here. Conventional wisdom suggests that it is the quality we call evil. But how wise is this really? After all, scrape one layer beneath the surface and one finds that there are other common denominators, perhaps far more common to the individual experience than the ill-defined notion of evil. The following pages seem to detail various arguments for the origins of evil finding its root in generational suffering, the gods, the self, the environment, but settle on no firm conclusions. Ah, philosophy, I see. Philosophy never concludes. There does not appear to be a book on this desk that I can flip the pages of, alas. Okay, let's go check out that intriguing room with a ladder going upward. Nice seeing you, kids. Bye. Oh yeah, there is also... Yeah, that's Delverden. I already spoke to him. Seemed like a nice boy. Okay. So this is some sort of bedroom. Interesting that the whole place seems to only have one bedchamber. A note of thanks to our esteemed colleague of the Society. Your invitation to present our work at the Lodge was gratefully received. A full response will be forthcoming once I have had the opportunity to consult with my colleague Omulum. In the meantime, please consider this note a tentative acceptance, with thanks for your interest. I look forward to speaking in person soon. Kind regards, Blurg. Hey! Okay, they're guest lecturers. Alright, where does the ladder go? Oh! This is not what I expected. A magical journey. Sus. Poet unveils review. Can't see that one. I find it interesting that this is an interactable, though. That's quite fascinating.
It's about mineral ores.
Where the heck is here? Wait, where is here? Why is here? And very importantly, oh, okay. That answers the final question of how to get out of here. Intricate safe door. Oh, this place is magical. Are alarms gonna go off everywhere? Please no, I just want to look. Fiendish Alchemy. Part 14 of the Basics of Alchemy series by Haskin Zelisvin, a descaled dragonborn who lived a life of difficult pain and commendable selflessness. Fiendish Flora. This tome lists the few forms of plant life known to grow in Avernus. Most are thought to sprout from the vital fluids of the countless devils and demons regularly slaughtered on the Blood Wars battlefields. Okay. I hope to never return to Avernus. Your axe got broke. A barely legible ditty is scrawled across this ale-stained, ragged sheet of paper. Maglubiet, your axe got broke. Your whips don't sting, your priests all croaked. Show your face and we'll take your eyes, then chop you down to goblin size. The absolute will make you kneel, beg and grovel, bleed and squeal. Charming! So charming. The Hells Unleashed. 9 steps to his infernal throne. This chapter lists each of the Hell's 9 layers, their rulers, and the character of the associated ritual item required to scribe but a glimpse of it. Avernus, Archduchess Zariel, Heliotrope encasing a shard of bone. Dis, Archduke Dispater, ore of infernal iron. Mineros, Archduke Mammon, single gold coin petrified in acrid peat. Phlegolos, Archduchess Fierna and her father Archduke Belial, everburn ash perfectly balanced on a scale of stone. Stygia, Archduke Levistus, a single coal-black eye frozen in a shard of its own tears. Malboge, Archduchess Glacia, a coronet stained with blood of 3 rightful rulers. Maladomini, Archduke Balazabul, Gorian fly fed fat with the petitioner's blood. Cania, Archduke Mephistopheles, a singular and precious text burned. Nessus, Lord Asmodeus, all known substances result in immediate disappearance of petitioner. Sprinter's Guide to Goblins. A Sprinter's Guide to Goblins. A Sprinter's Guide to Goblins by Colin Meringue. Let's talk goblinoids. Your standard goblin is well-armored and conniving, and while not the best strategists, are deadly in bigger groups. Hobgoblins are where the species get disciplined. Smarter, stronger, and as mean as a bag of hedgehogs, hobgoblins are natural leaders for their kin. Bugbears are as tough as ogres, only shrewder, and they can be unnervingly quiet when they want to. Avoid these sleuthy bruisers. Sleuthy? Did they possibly mean stealthy? Me? Har! I avoid them all, chum. An excellent idea. You keep doing that. Well, so far there has been no reason to take anything, but that could easily change. I mean, there is this safe in the corner that I am terribly curious about. Okay, here goes. We're gonna find out. Sucker's not even locked. And it's also impressively empty.
Must remember, it's ch-ch-ch in the back of the throat.
Let's just close it again.
Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
Empty. Very locked, but thankfully I brought my favorite lockpick.
A crooked touch.
Doo-doo. Go, Asterion, go! First roll of the night, by the way. Not the worst roll. And definitely good enough.
Can't give up now.
69 gold, which is real nice. A gold necklace. Malice. Coat your active weapon with poison. Oh, I see. And an elixir of guileful movement. Your movement speed can't be reduced by difficult terrain or spells. You can't be paralyzed or restrained. Replaces effects from other elixirs when drunk. Huh. None of those are worth stealing. I wish I could have one of these desks. I have no place to put such desk in my place, but you know, a girl can dream of having a beautiful desk, right? Well, that was indeed a magical journey, but we still have one more box to rifle just a little. The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrix Morrow, Volume 4. Have I read this one? I don't remember. An excerpt from The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrix Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep, and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. It is quite a feeling to fall forever. Ah, yes, yes. Okay, I have read this one before, so yeah, that's... Cinnamon, hello, welcome back. Is there anything else to poke my nose in besides the locked box? Nope, just the locked box. Alright. Yes, we all know it's locked. Asterion, please. Just open the bloody box for me. You are my skeleton key. Do the thing. Good enough. Thank you, Asterion.
Alright, what now?
46 gold and an amethyst. Ugh. Okay. Oh, wait, did I look in here? I don't think I did. A hat. Well, that definitely was barely worth the looking around. Although, honestly, the XP that I got for finding the hidden room was definitely nice. Oh, there's a balcony on either side. That's quite fancy, actually. Okay, so we have taken care of that.
Should dangerous research be suppressed for the common good?
The implication is this
I don't especially want to be running around with Gale after a long rest as well. Like, I would like to deal something with the hag survivors. There's going... There's the whole Minsk deal, which I definitely need to take Jaheira on. There's the whole Cazador thing. There's defeating one of my greatest enemies. There's this whole area of the city that I haven't set foot in yet. And there's the investigation at the Blushing Mermaid. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is the whole Mistra thing. And then have a long rest. And flip Gale out for Karlach and go see what's going on with the hag survivors. And possibly with the investigation as well. Because it's been ages since I've run around with Karlach and I miss my girl. Okay, let's see. If I go to the Basilisk Gate, I will be close to the Mistra thing. Okay, that way is a way into the sewers. Is this the... Oh, Stormshore Tabernacle.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Yep, and we are going to note for the record that I have been pronouncing Tabernacle correctly this entire time. Praise me! Okay, what I'm gonna do is save... No, we are not Quebecois in this household, Sierra Lad. And also, if we were Quebecois, we would be spelling that with a C, not a K. Okay. We're gonna go and let Gale have his talk. Partial to the K, okay? Katie. You are glittering quite, you've got more going on than just bless Vicar Humble Toes, and you can't fool me. Alright, let's go talk to the vicar before we talk to the lady. It's only right.
Since I stood before her in a place like this.
Yeah, I guess you weren't really welcome here.
If I remain unbowed.
Shut up.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Can I sell you a comb? Your poor hair. Who are you? What can I do here? Are holy items available here for purchase or leave? I find it interesting that Gale is not actually showing up. I think because he's hiding directly behind me, like the halfling won't be able to see me. Like won't be able to see past me to Gale, who is taller than me. Asteria needs a bath. Only a little bit. Asterian's had a bad day, okay? Asterian has had several bad days, and he's not being allowed to sleep. Who are you?
I am Vicar Humble Toes. guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
What can I do here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored.
Oh.
I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Gotta keep up the temple somehow. I mean, he just answered this question, but we're gonna ask it because it's there. Hey, are holy items available here for purchase?
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Oh, behold. Those are some pretty some pretty limited limitations there. Beyond the potions, we have a few scrolls: detect thoughts, dimension door, fly, hold monster, hold person. Of course, the revivify scrolls he mentioned. Speak with dead. Wall of ice. Wall of stone. Sacred star. A pink. The power of this item lies in belief, though not in any god. This item believes that it's very good at hitting things, so it is. Belief is quite powerful when it comes to violence. I kind of want to give it to Karlach, but I really like the one that Karlach has. Radiant strike. On a hit, inflict 1 turn of radiating orb upon the target. Sanctified weapon. Undead creatures struck by this weapon are possibly turned. It's a +2 tenacity. When you miss an attack, you deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. Cute. Very cute. Okay, we have a mantle of the Holy Warrior. This garment accidentally fell into the communal steam baths during the All Saints morning retreat and candlelit guided meditation. It's Crusader... Wait, hold up. Crusader's mantle? Radiate a holy power that emboldens you and nearby allies. You and your allies' weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 radiant damage. Ooh. 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 That's tempting. The only problem is that it's a spell and it's not just an effect of the cloak. And the reviving hands, Aegis palms. When you heal a creature, it gains the effect of Blade Ward. When you revive a creature, it gains the effect of Death Ward. Strength saving throws +1, gives Revivify. Stitched into the lining is the phrase, yes, all right, stop moaning and get up. That is only 741 gold? That's it? For a pink? Even if they are just gloves, good lord. I am regretting sending those trade good jewels off to camp now. I could have used them in this moment. Yeah, I'm not carrying sail bait because it's heavy. But I'm thinking, like, giving these to Shadowheart would probably be a really good idea. Why is this shopkeeper so unimpressed with me? All I did was walk in here. I would have to go back to camp to get something worth selling to him. I would would really like to give Shadowheart those gloves, though. Come to think of it, what gloves does she have? I wish I could look from out here. Okay, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have a time. Shoot! Hello, child who's probably a doppelganger. Nope, that's the same letter as before, so that's not useful to me. You. Why are you still here? Get ye gone. You know what? While I'm here, I should really take care of a loose end. Aelin, dear, I lied on your behalf and I hope you're thankful. But because you're a paladin, I suspect you're not going to be. But let's find out.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called El is looking for you. I was just wondering what it was like in that cage of Balthazar's. It's nothing, we'll talk later, or leave. Well, I guess we're gonna go straight to the point.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
Hey, guess what? More than one person wants to steal your immortality for themselves. All I know is that he's put out a contract for your capture. He seemed a braggart and a fool. I wouldn't worry about it. He seems dangerous. I think we ought to put an end to him. Or he put a bounty out for your capture, and now there's a violent mercenary looking for you. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the last one, because if she's prepared, that guy has absolutely no chance whatsoever. Put a bounty out, and now there's a weirdo looking for you.
Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aelin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated. This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Let's take him down together. I deceived him into thinking you're dead. Don't pursue him, Aelin. He's dangerous. Or leave. Okay, I lied to him, but I choose not to lie to her. Because I know the better ally when I see one. I lied, successfully, and he thinks you're dead.
The weasel out-weaseled. Well done, my friend. But Dame Aelin's deeds are great. Her presence, present. Sooner or later, he will discover that the daughter of Selûne lives.
This is true.
Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I really don't want to
let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Leroican right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Could you wait until tomorrow? Oh, Lord. You're not gonna wait until tomorrow, are you? Girl, come back! No! Oh. Oh. That's bad. That's actually pretty bad. That's a lot bad. I shouldn't have done that. Oh dear. Oh. That's one of the time-sensitive ones, isn't it? Oh no. I hate save scumming, but good lord, I cannot get into a fight with a major wizard right now. Look at my people. Look at them. This is not a good situation. We're gonna sleep and then we're gonna tell Aelin, okay? We're gonna sleep and then we're gonna tell her. And that guy probably won't have the gloves this time. I will accept the punishment for save scumming. If he doesn't have the cool gloves that I didn't even check whether or not Shadowheart would wear.
On my way.
It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Thank you, Gale.
I'm
All right.
sure you'll understand if I remain unbowed.
You know, this is a multi-denominational temple. You could choose who to bow to.
I have something to ask.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Okay, we're gonna go through this in the same order as before.
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
I could skip, but he only speaks a couple of sentences at a time.
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Wait. He has exactly the same stuff. That is a pleasant surprise. All right.
Divine protectors of...
Okay. Why is Will the only one I can see?
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience.
Oh, please. You might have been abandoned by one goddess, but you were immediately scooped up by another one. You don't even know what it's like. Why is Will the only one showing up? Okay, I feel weird about selling the multi-dharma temple a bunch of weaponry, so we are going to find wherever it is that the jewels have ended up. I should have a pretty massive pile of sailbait jewels. Like a pile of amethysts. What do you mean out of reach? I have to find the actual physical chest, I guess. Is that why I can only see Will? Because he's the only one who's been in my party? Where is the chest? Aelin, I have something to tell you tomorrow. Don't let me forget, girl. Hey, Karlak. Hey. I'm not being weird at all towards the computer characters. No, not me. Never. Where the heck is the actual chest? There it is. I can still only see Will, which is really weird. But now that I'm in the actual chest... Amethyst. Whole bunch of agate. I could have sworn I had more jewels than that. Where did the others end up? Not that I don't want to use the agate, but... why have they ended up so scattered? You know, this would probably also be a really good time to get rid of some of this plate and stuff. Why do I have 20 skulls? Why have I picked up so many skulls? Why am I taking the stacks when I should be taking the singles? That had better be enough. Although, come to think of it, wait a minute, let's... Well, Shadowheart does already have a cape. Do I want to pick up the Crusader cape anyway? Do I have anyone to wear it? I have a cape. Asterion has a cape. Lae'zel definitely does not get the Crusader cape. Good lord, no. That would just encourage her. Karlach can't do spells, so the cape would be wasted on her. The whole lack of a spell slot would be an issue. Not the right cape for Gale. Come to think of it. Will doesn't have a cape, but he has a very limited number of spell slots. No, I think I'm going to pass on the cape. Sir, about those gloves.
Welcome back, child of faith. You've come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Well, could you maybe stop calling me child?
Of course, my child. Within limits.
And then he does it again immediately.
Behold my wares.
Okay, add wares. Really? I'm very confused. Didn't I say to add those to wares? Okay, so thing I have learned, if it is stack of multiple things, it doesn't get added to wares because sucks to be you, apparently. Okay. I believe that's everything that I brought, which didn't add up to as much as I'd hoped because I am really, really bad at math. I should have checked to see if I had any, like, scroll of speak to animals or something like that, you know. One of the ones that's useless because I already have the spell. Oh well, balance it with gold. Yep. Okay. Pleasure doing business with you. I should have brought more silver. Alright, the gloves, they are mine. Thank you. I will never come again. Gale, why do you keep flashing like that? You're starting to concern me. Why? What is going on here? Oh. I should probably worry about that at some point, but I should bring Shadowheart here at some point. Although I'm not sure if she'd want to come here, but I think maybe I should. Dedications to the Pantheon. Anyway, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna send these gloves to Shadowheart. I can't send these gloves to Shadowheart. I'm going to hang on to these gloves until the next time I have Shadowheart in my party.
Let's see.
The scroll of basic prayers to major deities of the realms. Bahamut, leave me blind to all but the true light of justice, O valiant one. Corellin, I bid my soul glide across the moon and stars with you, Elf Father. Elistre, run thy sword across my chains, Silver Lady, that I may join your dance. Garl Glittergold, grant me but a fraction of thy wit, sire, it is all one could need. Grumsh, guide blade to gut, neck, and still beating heart, hear me! Helm, keep my path in your unfettered gaze, Lord. I shall not err if you are watching. Ilmater, until I can bear a fraction of your burden, sufferer, I shall. Kelimvor, look not upon our sins, Master of Scales, but measure the worth of your most grateful dead. Ladugur, we walk amongst the filth and dreck. Let the harsh command of your eternal tasks drive our footfall. Lathander, I shall let all who dwell in dark feel your holy dawn, Morning Lord. Hear my prayer. Lolth, I spin thy web of chaos, Mother. I spin it in your name. Let not the threads unravel. Miliki, guide my path as only you know how, in whispering leaves and slowing grassland. Moradin, hold my hammering hand firm, my crafting mind steadfast, and the tools I form perfect in your image. Mistra, I speak into your weave my supplication and faith, and hope the magics I hold are pleasing to your eye. Ogma, whatever I may say, you know already. Thus I will speak our knowledge to those without it. Seluna, let your moon be my light, and I shall let my sword be your shining symbol. Shar, mother of night, darken my step as I walk among the light. Hear my prayer. Talos, hold me in your tempest, Stormbringer. Keep my strength to hand. Tempest, mighty foehammer, lend me your strength as I wage your righteous war. Tiamat, many mouths speak your hunger into this world, mistress. Let me be the loudest. Tymora, but a glancing touch of your grace would befit me well, Lady Luck. Tyr, let me be your eyes, blind one, and cast your justice upon this world. Vlaketh, Tlavaketh Chiri, Tlavaketh Tvaki, Tlavaketh Lakasha. Lashakla. Oh, right, there's also those Gith in the basement. Yondala, fill my cup with plenty, mother. May it never run dry.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea.
So many things that need to be dealt with, and me so already tore up. Okay, so, question is, do I talk to this statue, or should Gale talk to this statue? Magical Histories Volume 1, The Origins of Mystra, and Larethian. Read. To know of Mystra, the goddess of magic, we must first consider her earlier incarnations, beginning with Mistral. The Lady of Mysteries was said to have come into existence during a conflict between the goddesses Shar and Selûne. In their efforts to best one another, the twin sisters of darkness and light inadvertently forged a portion of their opposing energies into a new being of pure magic, Mistral. As an embodiment of magic, Mistral laid claim to unparalleled control over the weave, the very fabric by which magic could be channeled and harnessed, for it was but an extension of her being. For her, to use magic was as natural as it would be for another to draw breath or curl their finger. It was in -339 DR that Mistral gave way to Mystra, when the former had her powers seized by Karsus, a Netherese lord and perhaps the most powerful and ambitious wizard to have ever lived. Yet Mistral sought to deny him his ill-gotten prize, sacrificing herself so that for a moment the weave faltered and all magic briefly ceased. Karsus's folly brought about the destruction of Netheril and the end of his ambition. Yet the weave would not go unattended for long. Within moments, the goddess of magic was reborn as Mystra. Okay. Larethian. The introduction to Larethian by Palmer Ginisuga reads, "It is no exaggeration to say Corellin Larethian is the primary figure in the pantheon of elves. It is said that his tears, mingled with those of Sehain Moonbow, actually created elves. As in all myths, this physiological reverse oblation God gives to his people is interesting. The elven people are not formed from Corellin's hip bone, his throat, his testicles. Instead, they arise from an expression of sorrow. Some scholars framed them, then, as an antidote to his pain. Corellin was, at the time, experiencing loss and feelings of betrayal. More traditional thinking, and here I quote the elven sage Aethir Llewellyn, places elves as sad as a species can be. This rings truer for me. Life, after all, deposits its fair share of difficulties on those burdened with living it, and elves endure a long, long time." That's an interesting thought.
And the courage to resist.
Okay. I honestly have no idea whether I need to talk to the statue or whether Gale needs to talk to the statue. Can I tell? Not confront the other Wizard of Waterkeep. I think we're gonna have Gale talk to her.
Lost in thought.
Well, soon you're gonna be lost in the embrace of your girlfriend. 'Cause last I checked, you two didn't actually break up. You've just been having a really, really bad fight. Which, you know, could lead to a breakup, but you can still use magic, which means she hasn't turned her back on you entirely. I think she likes him. Alright, here goes.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
Well, I'm less magical than
pure,
Gale.
undiluted weave. I only have to reach out and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
He's right.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Yeah, I recognize a delaying tactic when I see it. You're ready for this, Gale. You don't owe her so much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up. I don't think she's that kind of goddess. Okay, only one of these answers is correct, so whee! You're ready for this. Deep breaths.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover.
It's not a casual.
My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
You're fine. Also, as mentioned before, she hasn't turned her back on you completely. You can still cast spells. She gave you this very important bomb. You're still in her thoughts, one way or another. Do you know what you're going to say to her? Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable. Why do you care what she thinks of you? Or pull it together, you're going to make a fool of yourself otherwise. Well, definitely not the last two. Let's see. You know, I think the second one would just make him more nervous, so, you know, let's go with the first one. Have you thought of what you're going to say to her?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
You're not taking me with you? Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb. Make her squirm. Tell her the crown will be ours soon enough. Don't give anything away. Just find out what she has to say. Or you shouldn't go to her, Gale. Don't give her the satisfaction. Oh, none of these are right. All of these are wrong. It's not even lesser of evils. They're all wrong. Oh, no. Oh, lordy. You're not taking me with you?
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
They're still... That was the least wrong of all the wrong answers, and now I'm only left with the wrongest ones. We're gonna go with the first one. Maybe she can pull the orb out of you, you idiot.
You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one, I'd be praying too. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The outer planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
I don't get to witness this? I'm very sad. Off you go, Gale. Oh wait, I do get to witness this.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past
He
cannot be
wasn't even
undone with
there.
self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated.
Oh.
You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
Oh.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
Oh my god, she still likes him. Oh, I'm so glad I never slept with him. Anointed in splendor? Affected entity's deity has flooded its mind with ancient secrets, both benevolent and baleful. +2 bonus to all saving throws. Oh, if only there was something I could do with that today.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
Okay, so I was going to just hand over the crown to Raphael. But I'm pretty sure a goddess outranks Raphael by several degrees. So now we are in fact going to have to go and talk to the Diabolist about the whole, you know, getting out of the contract thing. I wonder if I can do that after the Orpheus stuff. Like, this might be an order of operations thing. I'm gonna have to consider this. This is definitely this is a severe wrench in my gears of my plans. How do you feel now you've done it? I'm not surprised. Her power felt overwhelming, even from here. Yes, I'm sure it was very memorable, but should she tell us anything useful? Oh, man. Why do so many writers, particularly game writers, mistake evil for asshole? Like, they're not completely separated, but they're not synonymous either. And it's just like, the evil thing is not always the asshole thing. Is the, like, you should be able to tell the evil thing because it's evil, not because it's just the cruelest, nastiest thing to say. Alright, how do you feel?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded.
Oh, the blood's somewhere
else. As if it
else.
wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Young, foolish, wanting to impress a goddess. And let's face it, impressing deities is hard. It's not your fault you weren't to know. It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire. Or because you acted the idiot and paid the price for it too. At least the lazy writing makes it easy to tell what the evil choice is. But it's still lazy writing, darn it. Well, the other two things are entirely too mean, even if the first one makes me sound like a sop. Not your fault. You weren't to know.
But I should have known.
Yes, you should have.
What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again. For all that's worth.
Okay. Okay. We're going to cure you, I promise. You're a great man, Gale, with or without the orb. A better incarnation of you, I hope, not the impulsive wreck who unleashed the orb in the first place. And what then? What will you do? Or, I thought you were more ambitious than this, Gale. Why settle for mortality when immortality is on the table? Okay, we've already seen multiple times now the problem with, people who are, like, people forcing immortality upon themselves. It's being a very bad look. And I do say multiple because I include Balthazar in this one, and good lord, that did not go well. And Elle, well, Elle is going to be paced by the time it is done with him. So, yeah. I'm gonna go with the second one because I feel like it's closest to the character that I have been playing so far in the game. Great man with or without the orb.
I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality.
You said it, not me.
I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Oh, there's several steps left before then, Gale. So many steps before then. There's an ornate wooden hatch in here. No, not right in front of the father. In progress essay. Iron banded shield. They really want you to steal from the church. Good lord.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Thus, I wonder whether the following thesis might hold water, that as a city life becomes more precarious, as the marching armies menace the borders, that people will turn not to the gods who allowed this to happen, but to the dark entities who might have the power to stop it. I speak of the dead three, Bane, Baal, and Merkel. For when death threatens your door, who better than the god of living death to protect you? Is it not better to murder than to be murdered? And through domination in its purest form, is not the dominator protected? I predict, then, that the coming days will see a wave of conversion such as we have never seen before. Oh. You know, I had not considered that in the power grab. That's interesting. Layperson's Guide to Holy Exorcism. An instructional script for exorcists to read from when removing possessing spirits. Now, we understand that possession can be a scary and difficult time. It is perfectly normal to have concerns and questions about the process, but please keep them until the end. In the next minute or so, I will perform a harmless exorcising incantation called Read as Appropriate, Dispel Evil and Good, Person Remove Curse Item, that will have your Read as Appropriate person item freed from otherworldly influence in no time. So your beloved Read as Appropriate person item was recently exorcised. We understand this can be a difficult time. Oh, good. Okay, fine. I've really got to stop taking the Lord's name in vain while standing in a temple. It's nice that he doesn't mind if I look at everything as long as I don't take it. Sparing no detail, no matter how innocuous, this tale grants the reader comprehensive insight into the life, death, and rebirth of the child of Loth and Corellin Larethian, the goddess Elistre. One section runs thusly. An important note. Immortals like Elistre view relationships differently than we do. The gaze is cold, abstracted even the most passionate and vivacious of gods, such as she. Think of Telemann's Theatre of Distance. The viewer is somehow allowed space from the action of the play while still being immersed in the experience. That is how deities think. That is how they view everything, in an auditorium of icy long infinity in the nosebleed seats. No wonder Elistre smiled and wept with every equal fierceness when she defeated her mother. Okay, thanks. Empty. Household prayer. A common prayer, often handwritten and placed to bring the grace of the gods upon a household. Lathander to light, Seluna to guide, Kelemvor to judge, and passage provide. Oh, okay. Judge of the Damned. Okay. An excerpt from the book which Iphigen Mogros discusses the strange theistic history of mortals becoming gods. There have been many lords of death who cast judgment upon souls lost and found alike. Among them was Kelemvor, a hard man of harder convictions. As a mortal man, he was a mercenary with a paladin's stoic beliefs hidden under a crust of scowls and grumbles. As Lord of Death, he was forced to bellow both aspects of himself, for the impulses of a man and a god are not consummate. Mortals are allowed caprice, but immortality wears that stone smooth quickly, and Kelemvor chose cool prudence over cold malice. Okay. Gnome Father. The introduction of Gnome Father reads like this. Most splendiferous, gregarious, and overall duplicious of gods, especially for the gnomes who embody those attributes quite cheerfully, is Garl Glittergold. A favorite phrase deployed at gnomish parties and suppers come from Garl's reply to the mad prophet Osterfeld, who promised Garl the moon, the sun, and all the glinting stars if he could only answer 3 riddles. To which Garl said, "Pull the other one. It has got bells on." Exile. The author of Gnome Father also penned this book. A much bleaker read, Exile is full of sections like this. And with his stony features wrinkling in a snarl, Ladgur, god of the Duergar, growled, "You hounds and driveling dogs! I shall have you flayed. I shall string lutes from your guts. What music I shall fill my halls then. Hear me close, you mongrels and slobberers. Slavery is freedom. Freedom from difficult choice and from responsibility. When you enslave an elf, you enchain him to a bit of use, the simpering knife-eared slug. You make him worth a damn. Now throttle that morality of yours and fetch me vassals." I have to... Wow. I'm not even allowed to read that one. Gone and Gripping Life by the Tongs. Apparently, if I'm seen reading that one, I'm going to be severely judged, but I can read the prayers to Tempest. Lord of battles, Foehammer, protect me in the battle to come. Let my sword ring true against the armies of the Absolute. Let me live to see another day. Okay, hear my prayer, please. A scroll scrawled with an unsteady hand. Look, I'm not sure about this whole divine thing. I don't know much about you lot, and I reckon you don't know much about me on account of never praying before. Thing is, I don't want to die. Don't want my sheep to die either. This absolute thing on the horizon stinks. Not in the good way a sheep stinks, but in the bad way a corpse does. So if any of you are out there, can you fix it? Stop them? Please? Thanks for listening, reading, whichever. Yours faithfully, Barney Pins. Aww. Empty.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea.
Scroll of Wall of Fire.
Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure. And
The Screed of the Willing.
So may it be.
Honesty, love, wrath. Many traits are divine. There is only one that we possess and the gods do not. Pain. Our most holy mistress invites us to revel in that which makes us mortal, to embrace pain so she may look upon us and know we are truly living. For what is a life without the sting of agony, without the anguish of heartbreak? It is a life unlived, a life wasted hiding from the joys of the world. In Loviatar's name, I ask you to live, to dig your nails into your skin and know that you are alive, to know that the greater the pain, the more exalted the life. Whether your pain comes from claws, the scourge, or an ache in your soul, know that our maiden is watching over you. She sees your suffering, and she loves you for it. Loviatar, she's fun. She has some very definite ideas. Some very strong ideas.
Hear this humble plea.
Non-denominational prayer of peace. An in-progress draft of a new prayer to cast across the entire pantheon. It bears the heavy marks of repeated revision.
So may it be.
O ye gathered gods, no, too exclamatory. Hear my prayer cast wide, O resplendent pantheon. Oh yes, much better. I offer it among the multitude for a reason. There cannot be true peace without godly accord. This city, this land, is besieged, under threat by a force that stakes a heretical claim to your divinity, each and every one of you. History may be marked by the clashes and bickering of godly folk, but there is one fact upon which you all must agree. Yes, even you, Talos, divinity is earned, not simply claimed. While heretics stalk this world and threaten your faithful, please, broker even a mote of peace between yourselves. We need everything we can get. In all gathered faiths, hear our prayer. I'm gonna go with a good thought. The execution may get you executed. A plea. Blessed Vicar, I beg your aid in a matter most grave. Some ill-meaning magus has affected my household with a series of hexes. First, my eldest fell out of a tree and broke his arm. I thought nothing of it at first, but then my youngest broke her front tooth on the corner of her bed frame. What misfortune, I thought, when the very next day I myself came down with a sweating fever so severe I could not hold a clay cup without dropping it. Please, Vicar, do what you can, through the grace of Helm, to cure whatever curse has plagued my home. I cannot take another tragedy. The good wife Sutton. Huh. Charter of Tabernacle Donations. That's a long scroll. That's nice. We wish not to hide the generosity of the gate's gathered faithful. All donations are used in the upkeep of the tabernacle and payment of its staff. This worshipful season. Helm, 50,000 gold pieces, 9 cattle flock, a selection of precious gemstones, 16 severed eyes. Please note, offerings of Viscera are highly discouraged on tabernacle presses. Seluna, 47,000 gold pieces, a shipment of magic lamps, 3 parlor mirrors, alabaster, wrought iron, and silver, more candles than we've been able to count. Thanks to her flock's generous donations to the tabernacle's coffers, we are proud to announce a newly commissioned statue of the bountiful Tymora. May her luck be with you. She's one that I would prefer to never get the attention of. Like, the longer that she has no idea whether I exist, the better for everyone involved, especially me. Soul Forger. Introduction to the Soul Forger. Dwarven myths are so engaging because the skeleton of their story is tied to the craft of the modern era. The bones are made of steel, iron, nickel, copper, a whole host of metals alloyed and superheated and fused together at the joints of legend. Moradin, Soul Forger Allfather, is said to have crafted the dwarven species from the very core of the planet Abertoril. By retelling the story, dwarves link themselves to the craft of blacksmithing. They have in one fell swoop tapped an ore vein of metaphor and discovered a seam of cultural import. For dwarves are not born so industrious, so stone-worthy, so clever at geology. Rather, unlike the growth of long bushy beards, it is learned behavior. That sounds like a book written by a non-believer. Lessons of Helm. In this text, you come across the bull-necked, hard-spined doctrines of the god Helm, as transcribed and interpreted by a paladin called Thou Shalt Not Suffer the Doom Herring to Live, O'Reilly. Doom Herring. He chose that name after being convinced that the Xanathar organization was not led by a many-eyed beholder monster, but by something called a Doom Herring. Doom Herring. Doom Herring. Okay. The doctrines are the usual religious fare, only mildly distinguished by Helm's focus on the provision of protection to those who need it, forming a shield of steel as well as a sympathy for the meek and downtrodden. Helm is an excellent god for paladins, really. Tymora, Lady Luck. A list of oaths and sayings that it ought to incur Tymora's blessing, granting the speaker good luck. It's just like, I don't want her direct attention. By Lady Luck's smile. Turntable Tymora, I invoke thee. Oh, that... By the rolling of my dice, please let these results be nice. Spin, spin, oh fickle fate wheel. Lady of the diamond glitter dice, mistress of good fortune, sovereign of luck, please have mercy on me for fuck's sake. Went kind of downhill at the end, but it started real nice. Okay, the Hound and the Hand. The lawful god Tyr lost his right hand to Kezef the Chaos Hound, a devourer of souls and one of the primordial evils. A coalition of gods hell-bent on taking down Kezef chased the Hound to the Barrens of Doom and Despair and offered him a compact. If the Hound could break chains made by the smith god Gond, the gods would dissolve their union and leave Kezef be. Kezef was skeptical, but he agreed, so long as Tyr put his hand in the Hound's mouth. Tyr looked upon the slavering jaws, each tooth as long as a spear, and he agreed at once. Of course, Kezef had not accounted for the strength of the chain, which was rooted in hellish coctus and blessed by the goddess of magic Mystra. Unable to break free, he bit Tyr's hand clean off, and Tyr sealed the bleeding stump and walked one-handed forevermore, as if it were a badge of honor, which indeed it was, and of boldness and courage besides. there's like there's one of them lessons or metaphors in there somewhere.
One day I'll catch a break.
Blessings for the refugees, you say? May all who come into the city gates be well, be safe. Let them find safe harbor within the city walls. Let their loved ones stay at their sides. Let the children stay at their mother's and father's arms. Oh, he means so well. Mother of Halflings. This text is brimmed full with charming short stories concerning Yondala, the matriarch, protector, and sovereign creator of the halfling species. Here is one. Once there was a community of young pucks and prim pretty halflings called the Lermaligs. There were none of them old yet, having only newly formed the community around being virile and strong, so all could contribute to the upkeep and tidying and fixing and mending, and so on. Halflings have a great many activities like that. So it was a big shock when an old woman came and asked to join the community. They told her she wasn't welcome, and when they turned her away, politely but very firmly, she went into the nearby woods. Now the Lermaligs couldn't have known that she was going to take shelter there, so don't think too badly of them, but take shelter she did. When the werewolf men who lived there came to rob the old woman, Yondala invested the old woman with knitting needles of impeccable swiftness. She knitted the werewolf men clothes that would expand to accommodate their monthly changes, and they escorted her back to the Lermaligs, who accepted the old woman, and who took their lumps and scoldings too from the werewolf men, not at all amused at the halfling's lack of sympathy for such a clever elder as this. I don't know how to respond to that particular one. Celine's devotee. This diary records the life of John Medolin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Seluna, John Medolin exchanged his claws for a great sword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more so than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Aww. I feel sad that they had to make that mention of, you know, this is not a love story in there, but I am not going to pry into the hatch, darn it. Okay, is there anything else I can do today without getting myself in trouble? See that? I did that. Okay, alright, they're the Gith in the basement of, I believe it's the Blushing Mermaid is where the Gith are in the basement. I am going to have to visit the Diabolist about breaking the contract because, you know, if Mistra wants the crown, Raphael definitely cannot have it. There is, of course, the Cazador thing to deal with. There are fights with some baddies. There's the Hag survivors. Oh, there's keys. The keys, yes. I have to sell the keys. I can probably do that. Okay, if I go to the Heapside Gate... and then... northeast? We'll deal with the hag thing after we've had a rest. Hi guys! What?
Try and imagine doing your job properly then.
You know what? Let's just leave that whole thing be. Let's just leave that totally alone, shall we? Oh, come on.
Stop! What are you doing? Are you trying to sneak past Tusk Grunts?
No.
Do not worry. Guild's friends are Tusk Grunts' friends. And I don't hurt my friends. Unless they deserve it.
Do you think maybe you could open this door? Ugh, am I gonna have to, like, go around the side? Don't call me Runt. Or is this part of the test? Are we supposed to, like, pick lock our way through? Is that what's going on here?
Someone there?
Oh no, I love it. It fills me with purpose.
Easy.
It's great getting paid to do nothing but scratch my arse.
Oh, dang, that is an easy lock.
Not my dream.
The dice think it's an easy lock, too.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
We'll just be going inside now, guys. Don't mind us. Where was the thingy? There it is.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Also locked.
With pleasure.
Somewhat more difficult lock. Exact same roll as previous. What the heck? That's statistically unlikely.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Don't waste a step.
I know the way was around here somewhere. Pleading letter, letter from the apothecary, campaign... What the...
I'll give it a shot.
Guildmaster, I hope you remember me. I knew you from when we were still little Astley. I helped your parents search for you in those dark days when you were missing, and celebrated with them when you found your way back. These new guild rates are strangling business. I've sought an audience with your bursar already. He tells me it's wartime and a city needs a well-provisioned guild. I tell him, and you, that the city will still need its cobblers when all of this is done. Please, don't forget where you came from. Custon Mean. Huh. Letter from the apothecary. Master of the guild, it will not have escaped your notice that I have doubled my latest batch. Consider this my parting token free of charge, as I regretfully inform you that I will be leaving your employ. You have long appreciated the craft of alchemy without moral compunctions, and it appears our Archduke-to-be feels much the same. He is an old acquaintance, and he has offered an opportunity I simply cannot refuse. It is my understanding that market pressures have caused your own operations to shrink considerably in recent times, so let us call this serendipity and part amicably. Yours, the apothecary. Ha. Okay. Campaign report. A field report indicating the status of the guild's war against upstart rival the Stone Lord. Oscar Fetcher Hallern, unknown. Fetcher's brats taken into Guildhall. Goblin Benny, driven to ground. Workshop in Bloombridge destroyed. Sewer keepers, slain. Hideout burned. Body of Kingpin Genomine Kopali not recovered. Bellbreakers, unknown. Fruard the Nail investigating. Children of Horror, pursued Stone Lord alone. Dozens of bent iron coins, crew's holy symbol, found bloodying a fountain in steeps. Oh dear. Eyes and Ears report. Boss, been watching over the Harper's house like you asked. They're definitely a soft bunch. Took me for an orphan more than once and invited me in for supper. I don't think they need guild protection, mind. The half-orc and the elf go armed, and even the little girl looks like she knows how to use that wooden sword she carries around. I can linger around a while longer if you're worried, though. That orc can cook. Cute. Note from Kingpin Rilsa. Boss, better hear it from me first. I broke peace with the Pashas last night. Their headman appeared in my court, talking about how your day was done. He kept saying he knows how you think, how you haven't gotten the taste for this fight with the Stone Lord. I've enclosed his finger. Sorry for the mess, but he knows your mind a little better this morning. Little Camelshen stands with you still. All of it. Real surreal. Oh, things are going weird in bursts. Keen. Nothing so sad as an old wolf who doesn't know her time leading the pack is done. So consider this your notice. The Stone Lord's got you running scared, and now you're hiding behind the Zentarum to keep him from your door. My crew and I won't cower in the guild hall along with you. If you can't beat the Stone Lord, then I suppose we'll just have to join him. Yeah, the Stone Lord thing is going to be a pain in the ass. Letter from the Dockers Guild. Letter from Chairwoman of the Dockers Guild. 9 fingers, from my esteemed organization to yours. The Fist and their steel watch still insist on searching every shipment that comes in. Trading vessels are trying their luck further up the coast, which means less work for my membership. If there aren't any shipments for your people to protect, and there aren't any protection fees for my people to pay, that would be a sad day for commerce, don't you agree? Well, let's see here. There's just an apple just hanging out there. Upcoming knife fights. Tethered knife fights are back. Next 10 day, it's a revenge bout between Baby Jowls and Three Piece, plus a newcomer matchup between Magpie Davies and Hans Leather Feather. First blood only. Place your bets in advance with Bursar Uktar. Okay, we had a bunch of rolls. Foxwine failed. Lae'zel failed. Gale failed. Asterion didn't roll. Fascinating. File under Diabolist. Diabolist?
That might be worth a look.
Ah, thank you. Kingpins. Take note of the Diabolist Helsk at the Devil's Fee, a person valuable to know if you need information on infernal matters, for example, when blackmailing a target with a fear of devils and the diabolic. The rumor is that the Diabolist has even opened a transplanar portal to the Hells for Gortash back in his organized crime days. Useful knowledge if you want to terrorize someone by threatening to send them to Avernus. Okay. Oh, thieves' tools. Lovely. Take this. Okay, the main problem is that whatever he saw, it lit up, but I was in the dialogue, so I didn't see what it was, except that it was, like, over here somewhere. Okay, that's all booze. We'll send that back to camp just because we can. It was something around here, wasn't it? Coffee! Yay! Booze, cheese, and a raspberry. No? Okay, fine. Okay, we're going to be playing a really dumb game of what the heck is it that Asterion saw? Beer. Whoops. Oh, bloody. Oh, well, at least it wears off fast. Okay, tongs. And sweet potato. What the heck did Asterion see? Was it even over here? Oh. I was looking on the wrong side.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Watch your
Great.
back.
Great, great, great. Go, Asterion, go! Ha ha! Thank you. Guild ring. Kalashite emeralds are embedded in this heavy silver ring. Huh. Okay, the ring, the money, the potion of greater healing should all go to me. Asterion can keep the fire arrow. This was the entrance to the Thieves Guild, wasn't it?
Very well.
I'm very confused.
Better not be cursed.
Trust no one. Simple.
The dice have a sense of humor tonight.
No one stopped me yet.
Another guild ring. Trap disarm toolkit. That goes off to Asterion. So do thieves' tools. I haven't used this spell at all, have I? Okay, we're gonna try this way.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
There's gotta be a trick to it around here somewhere.
What's
Whoops.
on your mind?
Oh, I didn't mean to click on you, sorry. This bothers me. I know I came up from the underground here. Why would there still be guards if the way is no longer open?
Mistra has a shrine within the city, located in the Stormshore Tabernacle, if my memory serves me.
Do whatever you need to. But I shan't be paying my respects to any of the gods on show.
You never felt the call of the divine, Astari?
No.
Oh, I tried them all. None of them answered.
Ah. Okay, there was a way into the Thieves Guild from here. I just have to remember. I think this was it here. Weird, they've got a watch chair but nobody in it. Yeah. It is weird that I had to come in this way. Elliot. Uktar. There you are. I believe I have a couple of keys to sell you.
I should speak up.
Uktar, Guild Bursar. Do we have business?
Yes. History, Uktar. Wonder where you know the name from. About your vault key business. Bursar, isn't that a fancy word for thieves' accountant? Or leave. You know what? Let's ponder Uktar. Just 'cause we can. Pondering, we're thinking. We remember something.
Uktar, 11th month of the year, more commonly known as the Rotting. time in which all things decay and die.
Charmed. Okay, about your vault key business.
Have you made an acquisition?
I have. Give him Glitterbeard's key. I have no keys to sell right now. Or leave. Give him Glitterbeard's key.
Glitterbeard. He was given mastery of the counting house over me, you know. Well deserved, wouldn't you say?
Giving you everything I have, or leave. That's all I have.
Then our business is done, for now.
I don't feel bad about that. I'll have to examine at some point why I don't feel bad about that, but I don't feel bad about that. Like, this is... Plaque.
The Guildhall has one rule. All crime stays in the city streets, where it belongs. Break this rule, and you die.
Charming.
Seems simple enough.
Ah. I went in the wrong door. That's what happened. Not that there weren't interesting things in there, but, I am very smart. Okay. Okay. Now, the hag meeting is here. Is there anything else non-violent? No. And also I realize I should start the day. I should start the day over here. Hags are location B. Sorceress Sundries is location A. Oh, right, and I needed to read a newspaper. Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals. I love it. It's very noisy here, and I don't apologize. Hey, Jason.
Come get your copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth speaks, the city shakes. All right there, Chief? Can I interest you in a copy of our fine, fine broadsheet?
Sure, why not?
Have a gander at that. Come back tomorrow if you fancy fresh news.
I removed all of the reporters. I'm not sure if there's going to be an edition tomorrow. Reports of ships sailing by night along Worms Crossing beaches. Feywild Circus struck by tragedy. Dribbles the Clown killed and replaced by Absolute Spy. Visit the uncanny Feywild Circus in Worms Crossing for a day of wholesome family fun, featuring the Creshes, the Note Necromancer, Mummy Zara, and more. Murder in Baldur's Gate, the Mouth investigates. Feywild Circus comes to town with famous Dribbles the Clown. And Murder at Lathander's Feet. Head priest killed within open-hand temple walls. Investigator Valeria on the case. Arrogant vigilantes brutally murder respected forum family. Wait, was the newspaper office thing on this day? I think the newspaper office... Oh man, I've lost track of what day I'm standing in. Oh no. Okay, okay. Back to camp. And we're going to ask Gale to put his feet up and have a powder.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Need you to remain in camp for a while rather than on the road.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Perhaps we'll travel again later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Get some reading done. There's a method in this madness, this I swear. Shadowheart.
It seems Gale has made amends with Mystra. Good for him. Though, I don't see any such reconciliation between myself and Shah anytime soon.
Stuff happens. Join me.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Oh, she got a level up. Okay, let's deal with that. New feat available. Let's see. She already has Polearm Master and Sentinel, which is a very evil combination, let me tell you. Do we go for Warcaster to maintain her concentration? I think we do. I've been using the Spirit Guardians a bunch, and yeah. Yeah, let's go for Warcaster. I didn't rearrange her spells, and I might regret that at some point, but...
What am I to do?
What gloves do you have? When the wearer deals radiant damage, the target receives 2 turns of radiating orb. Oh, that's how she's been doing it. Okay. Does any of her other pieces do the same thing? Cause a radiant shockwave. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think the new gloves I got her are going to be better. Okay,
Still breathing, despite everything.
Do. Wait, where are the gloves? There they are. Reviving hands. Send those to Shadowheart.
Let's get on with it.
Shadowheart. Put them on. It is a pity to lose the radiating orb, but I think that this is going to be better. Okay. Save to make sure we keep all these changes that I've made.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Yeah, you should wait in camp.
If you're sure.
I'm sure.
Well, you know best. I'll be ready whenever you need me. Take care of yourself out there.
Moving in.
Do-do-do-do-do. Hey girl, where's my girl? Why are you so far away from everybody except for the demon? Hey, Karlak.
Wow. Gale is the chosen of Mystra. Congrats to him, I think. Hope he knows what he's doing. We haven't fared very well with other chosens so far.
Well... Come on, we're heading out.
Hell yes.
She also gets a level up. Health increase. Class feature. What is this class feature? Relentless Rage. Once per short rest, if you drop to 0 hit points while enraged, you regain a hit point instead of being downed. Hey! Congratulations! A little surprised you didn't get a feat like everybody else, but... Ah! Oh, I see. You haven't leveled up as much as everybody else. Okay, so health increase, class feat. What is this one? Woo! More rage. Yes. Okay, and feat. What has she already got? She has Savage Attacker. Yeah, that's definitely a good one for her, but, we could go with Tough, which would give her even more HP. She doesn't need Tavern Brawler. She's pretty good. Especially since she never makes unarmed attacks. And her rage throw it's beautiful, really. There is mobile. More movement speed, and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks. That is very tempting, actually. That's some really good stuff for a barbarian in particular. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with mobile here. Because it'll allow her to get into combat and out of combat and, you know, allow her to take a swing and then move over and check another opponent, and so there's a lot of good things. So yeah, let's go with mobile. Yeah. My girl. Come up here next to me. Yes. Okay. So we need to go around and talk to everybody because they have stuff to say about Gale. I'm ignoring you. You are not here. You are supposed to have left camp. Asterion, what do you have to say?
So, Gale's agreed to be a good boy and hand the crown over to Mystra. I can't say I would have made the same call, but each their own.
Let's move along. We are going to have to deal with the Cazador thing, but I'm just... I don't know what ideal party it is to... Okay, Shadowheart had her thing to say. Will?
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than a man.
You know, he's right. He is fully right. Also, yes, it has been a very long day for my people, and I have been flipping companions around. Why do you ask? Lae'zel.
I do not trust Mystra to do right with the crown, but I think I trust Gale even less. He should give it to her and be done with it, or his lust for power might well consume him.
Well, aren't you charming? I won't leave her behind until the Orpheus thing is taken care of, but oh man, do I want to. Jaheira?
Gale is a better man than most, to choose what is right, even after what Mystra asked of him. Me? I think I would have tugged the great goddess's hair a bit first.
Darling, you know what you just said? I really hope you do. Anyway. Do I want to ask her anything? No, we're probably going to deal with the Stone Lord thing tomorrow. But first we have a wizard to stomp. Which is why I'm bringing Karlach. For great wizard stomping power and justice. Okay, is that everybody besides Gale himself? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. We shall have a save. And we're going to have a long rest. We need the hit points so bad. Ooh, Karlach, you are looking fine, girl.
Copper for your thoughts?
No, wait, talk more. I want the angle. Darn it. I like how she's still following me around, even though we're like in camp and stuff. I am so glad that I gave Astarion an outfit that actually has a shirt that's done up. I know he's undead, but he always looked cold. Oh, Will, you look extra shiny. Okay, it looks like nobody is talking to me, but I'm also... Where's Baby? Scratch, where's Baby?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Scratch, where is Baby? There's Baby. What are you doing down here, Baby?
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
I'm glad you're still here. You're a good baby. Okay, we have reassured ourselves that the animals are fine. We will not talk to the child who is probably a doppelganger. I'm going to figure out where the heck my bedroll is. and we're gonna have a nice sleep. And everyone, especially Asterion, will feel a lot better. Ugh. I hate that I sleep so close to the child, apparently. And a pool of blood. That is just... I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Alright.
Here goes nothing.
Let's see. We'll have a port shoulder. We'll have some courgette. Perhaps we will math differently. No. Some cabbages and some chicken. Some horseradish. And 2 raspberries. Yeah, looks good.
You sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Get the hells away from me!
What the heck?
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
Put a shirt on. Get away from us? What does Cazador want with him? How did you find us? Take him if you want, just keep it down, I'm trying to sleep. Most of these are either really obvious or really stupid. How did you find us?
Master Cazador has known where Astarion was this entire time. He knew he would return. The rite. The Master needs him. He must attend.
Oh, I'm well aware of what the Master needs. But don't we deserve better?
Better? What do you mean, better?
After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead.
Mm-hmm.
The right of profane ascension will be mine. And he won't see a scrap of its glory. I am going to complete the ritual as the Ascendant, and then I am going to kill him! This is your chance. Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual, but if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths, thinking they stand a chance against their master.
It is a pity that I can't use the persuasion check because I hadn't actually used my necklace yet today. But anyway, we'll go with this. Persuasion. Have you no heart, Asterion? You're asking them to die for you in this ritual. Deception. He's free of Cazador's command. You should follow him. He will save you. Or keep quiet. See, if I could use the persuasion, then, you know, I could use the circle, the necklace. Deception. See, the thing here is that I want Asterion to succeed. So keeping quiet and letting him drive this is not within my best interest of getting what I want, which is for him to succeed. So, I think I have to roll some deception. You should follow him. He will save you. Oh boy. Okay, I only needed to not roll a 1. That was considerably more than a 1. I'm a very good liar.
You're free of him. Petros was right. You've changed. Maybe you could complete the ritual. Maybe you could free us.
Perhaps we can get back at Cazador and finish the ritual. The Seven can unite and... Oh! The bonds hold. He owns us. We have no choice. We must obey. Get out of here, Astarion, before...
We can't kill them. Oh no, we However, we do have most of our hit points. Okay, This is tricky. This is very tricky. Okay, what do we got here? Violet, Aurelia, Yusin, Leon. We need to do melee because I need to like knock them out but not kill them. Oh, this is going to be very difficult. Cuz I need to keep Astarion out of this fight. That being said, he can make a couple of hits before these guys go down.
Victory awaits.
Darn it, where's the toggle? I know it's around here somewhere. Fighter items, passives. Passives? Toggle non-lethal attacks. There we go. Okay. Need to remember to turn that off. Okay, we are at non-lethal damage. I hope I've made the right decision. Who goes next? Violet goes next. Then Karlach. Then Aurelia. Okay, so Violet is the most important one to lock down. But if I go to here, then Yosin gets knocked down as well. Hi! That was a beautiful critical. That was much less beautiful. Why you gotta be so streaky, Lae'zel? Okay. Guess what, folks?
Oh my word.
No wait, that's thaumaturgy. Where's your rage, girl? Oh, wait. You're already on non-lethal. Huh. Okay. See, here's the thing, like, I have the frenzy, but I don't have a rage. It's always weirded me out. Why don't I have a rage? It doesn't really matter. Frenzy, girl. And right here, which locks the two of you down. You go next, so congratulations. An excellent hit. Gonna be like that, huh?
Can you feel death's cold grip?
13 to 48. Yeah, even if he did max damage, he wouldn't be able to kill her, so we're gonna take the chance. That was a really nice shot. Okay, just squeak over here and have yourself a nice little hide, because we need to have you far away from all of this.
I will ascend.
Why am I looking at your passives? I don't want to be looking at your passives. Okay, there we go. You know what? Step over here. That way we're covering 2 targets each. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like doing this, but we're going in.
Cutting to the chase.
It feels weird to run in like this.
There's a hag stench about you.
Ha! Right to your face. Okay.
I am fury. I am death.
Come on, Lae'zel. Lae'zel. Okay, okay. Wumpeth. Okay. Feels like Karlach definitely isn't hitting as badly. This blood-sapped thing is stronger than I thought. Can I, like, pick him up and throw him at the other guy? Let's find out. Too heavy to throw. Well, that brings a great sadness to my heart. I don't know what to do with my bonus action. I wish I could pick up that vampire and throw him at the other vampire, but apparently that's not in the cards. So instead we're going to throw the reinforced greatsword at him. And miss. Times like this, I wish flanking rules worked.
Go for the throat.
Okay, Asterion was spotted, more's the pity. He's gonna have to take the shot at Yusin because I run a risk of killing Leon outright. What do you mean can't have disadvantage? Fine, we'll do this the boring way. And miss.
Leave no trace.
Hide. Skitter, 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 skitter.
Victory
Done.
awaits.
Make sure standing between me and the vampire, not that that's actually gonna matter, but eh.
My turn.
Forced to use melee attacks. Gross. Aw, you saved.
Majesty of manure, sovereign of shit.
Smell blood.
Nice. Very nice. We'll figure out what to do with the bonus action in a bit. Miss. Critical hit, yes. Miss. Bump. Put your hands up, you're surrounded. Okay, Astarion. As long as he doesn't crit.
What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now.
Why did that... I can't believe how you lied to them. You know they'll have to die for the rite to happen. Had we killed them, Cazador wouldn't be able to complete the rite. Cazador's bond forced their hands against us. Can he still force yours? Or, I hope we can get some rest now. I mean, I helped with the lie, so saying the first one makes me a hypocrite of the First Order, and I refuse to be a hypocrite of the First Order. The second one is too mean. See what, like, the game writing is, you know, you're evil, so you say the most asshole thing, but the second one is the actual evil thing to say. So we're gonna question whether or not the bond is really broken. Cazador's bond forced their hands. Can he still force yours?
He cannot, thanks to our wriggling friend.
Yep.
He will be furious. And he'll be even more furious when I get to that crypt and stop him. For what it's worth, thank you. No matter what happens down there, you helped me stand up against him.
You know, that sounded pretty sincere. I admit to being a little surprised. Also, why have you got temporary hit points, girl? Where is my cursor? There it is. Okay. Where did you get those temporary hit points? Oh yes, let's turn off the non-lethal damage. It's fascinating that you turn that on one member of the party and it turns it on for every member of the party. I don't remember it being that way. Convenient. Helpful even. But I don't remember it being that way. The good thing is the child is not here. Do any of y'all need to talk to me?
Don't linger.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Karlak?
I dare Cazador to send more lackeys our way. This is our territory. I'll crack anyone who tries to come into my house and hurt my people.
That is so hot. And not just because of the fire. Okay, Lae'zel, do you have anything to say?
Cazador's minions have picked up our trail. For Astarion's sake, I hope this was the last of them.
That is such a hideous shirt I've given you. It's perfect. Okay, that was not the nighttime visitor that I expected. Okay, we're going to have one last word with Starion, and then we're going to attempt to sleep again.
Hello, my dear.
Oh! I think he likes me right now. I should try to enjoy this while it lasts. How much do you like me right now?
Touch me.
Not that much, apparently. I'm actually green and not hovering in the yellow. Wow, what do you know? Giving somebody autonomy makes them like you.
Need to find a way forward.
Oh, Karlach, you're following me everywhere. Will you please come to bed with me? Maybe? Please? Sort of gave him his unlife back, gives him the warm fuzzies. Yeah, well, normally he's like barely on the edge of approval of me, so he's kind of, you know, being greeted as my dear is not really something I'm used to from him. Karlach, over here, Karlach, come on. Oh, girl. No worries about that. I'm gonna do something noble and self-sacrificing, and his approval of me will go down again. Don't worry about it. Oh, child who's probably a doppelganger, why are you standing in the pool of blood? You could have stood anywhere in this area, but no, you gotta stand right there in the pool of blood. Nothing will ever make sense. Okay, first things first, the daily speak with animals. And now I shall proceed to talk to the cat, who is probably a doppelganger instead of the child. Hey, Grub.
Please, don't look at me.
I look at you all I want. Okay, we're going to pull some foolishness now. Astarion. Cast Longstrider upon yourself, please. Good lad. Cast Longstrider upon me. Thank you. Cast Longstrider on Karlach because it's hilarious. Yes. And then cast Longstrider on Lae'zel because I can't leave her behind until this Orpheus thing gets concluded. What do you mean can't reach destination?
On my way.
Alright, walk across camp. Karlach, no. You're breaking my heart, Karlach. Stop. Don't do that, Karlach. Karlach, why are you following him? You're supposed to stay with me. Oh, the betrayal cuts deep, my children. Okay, everybody has Longstrider now. I should do the rounds.
Not the kind of excitement I usually enjoy being woken up for. Still, better than not waking up at all.
She likes
or
the
waking
pool
up
of
as
blood,
something
it
else
makes
entirely.
splashy sounds. Yeah. Everybody's gonna have their commentary on the vampire thing, even though they didn't participate. It's 12:30. Yeah, I will be wrapping up the stream once I talk to everyone. Oh, you want to talk to me, do you? Is it because you're leaving? Please tell me it's because you're leaving. Alright. Have a good night, Seer Lad. It was very nice having you here with me. I hope you sleep well.
I've had my eye on you. Hot as
Ew.
brimstone, jagged as lightning, and seething like the river Styx. But there's something missing, isn't there?
You're hungry for pleasures beyond this plane. Something more satisfying than mortal flesh.
Lady, my skin just crawled off and went across the room. Would you stop that? I'm quite content, actually. Whatever you're offering, I'm not interested. Sounds delicious. What are you suggesting? Or I have no idea what you are on about. Oh no, my delicate sensibilities. My supposed virginity. Oh no. Oh. I'm quite content, actually.
Oh, but do hear me out. You want what I have to offer. The ecstasy of agony.
No.
The pain of the damned, distilled into pure bliss. Beyond every climax you've known. The little death writ large. Smile, and I'll come to you when you put your head down to rest. I will sate your most forbidden lusts.
Why are the only ones who come on to me the ones that I absolutely don't want?
The eternal ache of the unknown and the unanswered.
Lady, I want to give you bluer balls than your skin. What's the catch? What are you getting out of this visit? Smile, or absolutely not. You know, I don't care what she's getting out of it, what she would be getting out of this. I'm not considering it. I refuse. No, absolutely not. You disgust me.
Dear me, I've overestimated you. Trust me, I shan't be making that mistake again. Ta-ta.
Please fuck right back off to the hells and get your fucking done there. Ugh. Ugh. It's gonna take ages to clean my skin off the walls where it climbed. Hey, Jaheira.
Cazador is keen to greet his wayward son once more. With open arms. Or iron shackles.
Both, actually. We're going after the Stone Lord today, Jaheira, but it's not until after we deal with with the wizard problem. Okay, I already talked to Lae'zel about it, so that just leaves these two. Hey,
Those
girl.
vampire spawn came for Astarion, didn't they? Lucky for him that we were here to fight them off.
You weren't here. In fact, both you and Will had scarpered off somewhere. Hopefully not together.
Spawn. One's proven enough, let alone a horde of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, thankfully all ended well. Or at least well enough. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
You're a good baby.
Ooh, more.
Okay. And scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Better every day that I can pet you. Yay! Pettings for the puppy. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be calling it a night here. And when I come back again next week, we'll be telling our lovely Dame Aelin here about the wizard who wants her to, you know, make his own immortality. And then we're going to go and kick that wizard in the face until he falls down. Which Karlach should hopefully be extremely good at. It's one of the reasons I'm bringing her. Then we're probably going to go for the hag stuff. And once we've dealt with that, it's probably flipping Karlak out of the party so that we can bring Jaheira in and going after the Stone Lord situation, which I refuse to do without Jaheira. I'm trying to put off my fight with Gortash as long as I can. I do worry about Halsin for every day that I leave him in Orin's clutches, but there's just so much stuff to get done. But I feel like I should take care of this Aelin thing before I forget. So yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing. So I'm going to save here. And then we're going to loose a very angry paladin upon a wizard next week. But for now, I'm going to be calling it a night here. So I have not stopped in a place that is immensely loud this time. So that's a plus in my book. And the news is that if you can't get enough of the sound of my voice and you wonder what I got up to in the previous Baldur's Gate games, you can find my streams archived on my YouTube channel. The archive is behind at the moment. My life has fallen apart slightly in September, mostly in ways that do not affect my streaming schedule, sorta, but in ways that definitely affect my encoding of my videos. So I am behind, but the good news is that the entirety of my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2 are on that channel, and that can keep you very busy until I manage to catch up with myself in Baldur's Gate 3. So that's, that's the news. And speaking of the month of September, this upcoming Monday is the last Monday of the month, and that means that at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing 1000 times Resist, or possibly 1000x Resist. I'm not sure still how to pronounce the name of the game, but I am playing it on the last Monday of every month until I run out of game. It's not the longest game, but since I'm only playing it once a month, we'll see how long it lasts. So far, I haven't actually seen very much resisting, but I have been getting front-loaded an awful lot of story. So we're going to see where that... It's very heavy emotionally. I hesitate to call it traumatizing, although it does perform a bit of a whammy on me and my emotions. There's a lot of stuff that hits close to my heart, shall we say, in there. So we'll see how it hurts me tomorrow. And how that goes. Then on Wednesday night, starting at around 7:15 or so, once we get enough people together, I will be playing either Among Us or Scribble It or 100% Orange Juice with my friends, depending on how many people show up and in what order. There could be, multiple of these games. We play Among Us when we have the largest number of people. We play 100% Orange Juice when we have the smallest number of people. And if we have too many for 100% Orange Juice and not enough for Among Us, that's when we play Scribble It. Then at around 10:15 or 10:20 or so, when my friends abandon me to do this whole sleeping when it's dark thing they're trying, that's when I'm going to be switching over to my solo Valheim server, where I will be crashing around doing my best, working on building my farm out in the plains biome. I need a farm out there to grow to a couple of specific grains that only grow in that biome, but I need some very, very big stone walls to keep the giant angry buffalo things called locks from eating my grains. So that is the plan. Then on Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, there is Risk of Rain 2 for Try Not to Die Thursday. I have a list of all of the codes for getting all of the artifacts, and even though I have no intention of using all of the artifacts, some of them are pretty terrible, I still want to have them simply for the joy of having them for myself. So I will be working my way through getting more and more artifacts in Risk of Rain 2, and whatever else I come across along the way. I am still letting RNG have its way with me because I have not discovered all items yet. So that is one thing that I am trying to do as I play through, is also to discover everything. because then the artifact of command gets even more powerful. Setting that aside, though. That is what's coming up. And then next Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, is Baldur's Gate 3, where, angry Angel Paladin on Wizard battle action coming up next week. And, I would say we'll see how that goes, but I expect it to be a painful but ultimately pasted wizard fight. I expect the wizard's going to get smeared across the floor, is what I expect. It may take some doing, though, because I seem to remember him having some rather powerful elementals hanging out in his tower top with him. So, we'll see how that goes, but I kind of expect the outcome, especially when we're talking about Angry Paladin on the loose. So, that's the plan. And that is the schedule for the upcoming week. It does depend on my weird internet situation going on, which, once again, I'm not going to go into details about that because it does make me incredibly angry, but I seem to be able to maintain my internet connection at the moment, so as long as I keep doing what I'm doing until I get my new equipment, which should be coming someday, I should hopefully be able to keep up with my stream schedule, so that's the way it goes. So I'm going to, keep on with the schedule as scheduled, and we'll see how that all goes. But whether or not the schedule works, whether or not my internet works, I still had fun tonight. I had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have. And I hope that you all have a great night. Good night.